Alright guys, welcome. Today's another update on my train table. We're still working on it. I wanted to give my train a little variety right now. So, I bought some Pink Panther foam today. This Pink Panther foam. Little Pink Panther foam right here. This stuff is, I like this stuff. This is purely good. This is stuff that like Scary Lady who does Halloween stuff for tombstones and stuff. This is the stuff she uses for her tombstones. And I hear it makes real good, it makes great subject for sculpting rock faces and everything. A lot of people do that method. So I just went down to my local store and got me a little hobby torch. And this is just an update. This is just a rough piece right now. I'm still working on it. I took this torch and torched it. And have it nailed down. I like how the heat of it melts the foam into like this rock and everything. This is cool. You can do anything with this. You can make some water line. Anything like this, but I'm not going to do water line. I'm going to do this like a rock face where the train can just come chugging down the track. Check this out. Okay. Train sits right here on this track. Train just comes in section. And then travels onto the track. I got full control of this train. Yeah, just little touches like this. And this ain't off a kit or anything. This is just somebody doesn't know what he's doing. This is somebody that doesn't know what he's doing. And then I just torched like a little highway road. Maybe put a little, just like a little highway road. And then I used the torch to torch some rock face over here. I just let the torch melt the foam and it just went its own way. And I just blew the flames out. I'll probably put this on here and make this more of a section. Just have it more like a main road that goes into the town. And all I have is like for instant cars. I got some little extra Hot Wheels. Got some Hot Wheels. Got a little police car. I didn't care. Maybe he's driving down the track. He's driving down the road. Sped at 150 miles an hour. Cop just pulls him over. This is just you can do so much fun with this. With Hot Wheels, you can do fun with them. And stuff. I think this looks cool. And then we'll get out here and I'll do something about this cork. Maybe plaster it and maybe put some plastering down here. Some sculpting plaster. Just make a little thing over here. Just little details. I don't care if it's a detail. I don't care what it looks like. Right now, I just think this is nifty. I think it's a nifty little thing. Probably get some plaster cloth and plaster this all up. Give it a variety. But yeah, I know this stuff is just comes off like, no stuff is just burnt on. But yeah, I think this stuff is, I think this stuff over there, and it's dry. Get some sculpting plaster. Yeah, just little just little things. Then my train can come chugging down the track. Have my train chugging down. Gives a height. Maybe make this a highway going inside the, making the highway, that way I can just go in and do what I want with it. But anyway, yeah, this is just a nice little update. Next week we'll be looking into doing something about our top structure. Something about our top structure. We're going to do something about this. So this is as far as I'm going to do right now for it. Very cool. Let's do some looking at our train stuff today, huh? Since we're working on since we're going to be working on making our anchors, which are the pieces that will connect your shelf to your track. You can get away with using Woodland Scenic's risers and riser set. Those are automatically made for you, and you can go an easy way. But sometimes that stuff can be hard to come by. Yeah. Like I was saying, that stuff can be hard to sometime come in and find you the right risers. I know that stuff's automatically made for you, but sometimes when you don't have the material, you can't find it online, you don't want to wait for Amazon to bring it in for you because they normally sell them. You can make your own if you have a 3D printer. Well, this is right here, this rectangle is how I made mine. Let me show you. It's just a normal rectangle, but these can be used in case of them. These are just 3D printed squares and rectangles. It can be sized to any height you need. For my instance, since I have a 3-inch riser, a 3-inch rectangle, this is calculated up to do 3 inches. I have it made for 3 inches. And then I can put a 1-inch layer of foam on top of the expanded polystyrene, the Pink Panther stuff. But this can be calculated any way you want. If I need an item, instead of making millions of these, you can square it and you can expand this You can expand this rectangle left and you can expand this way. So your printer goes this way. Your printer goes this way. Your printer will go this way. Your head. Your bed will go back and forth. All your 3D printers are calculated to connect these items. Okay. If we want to make a new one, we would want to come to the X section, the X axis. This is what you do when you each foot to stack it up is 25.4. That equals a millimeter in inches. You would times 24, not 24, but 25.4 for each foot tall. To do the bottom, I believe it's just the same process. But it's best to go on a site that says millimeter to inches. Instead of doing millimeter to inches going tall to make it expand, let's see. We got 3 inches right now. Not 3 inches, but anyway. Since we have it already, we can plug in here, say we need this to be an inch, like I used. On the x-axis, changing this from 76.2, you plug in, you go to millimeter and millimeter to inches online. They make calculators. You can calculate it. But anyway, in the link of this video, I will send you guys. So in the post links, I'll show in the description which ones I use, and that helps you. That helps you sizing your part. This helps sizing your part, and then you can come on here when you have it made right. You have it made right in what you want it to be. You will be able to change it to your liking. You only change the top. You only change the z-axis if you want to size it up bigger. This is right now by 3. Like I said, each inch is 25.4. But yeah, I'll show you the link in this video. And then I just come on the slicer and just set my I'll just come on the slicer for this since I need it thick. Switch up to 100. My print bed is not working on my printer, so I just leave it at 0. Since PLA can be used for blue painter tape, I prefer Scotch tape. There's a preferred Scotch painter's tape I prefer to use. But anyway, let's go starting to print, shall we? So here we go. We got the anchors that are gonna make our mountain range, our mound pieces. These are just little steps. These are incline. These are pieces to help hold the foam up when we get ready to work on top of it. I printed them in different sections. This is what they will do. They're all pretty much measured out to be following the contents of the corners of the table. So we're gonna just let these print. It'll be done about maybe a couple hours, and then we'll continue on with this. So I'll just let this printer continue printing on. This is an old Creality printer that still works for years that I've had. So we'll continue to work on there. I'm using kingroon filament, which is some of the best filament in my book. Everything that I use is some of the best filament that I've ever used. So I'm going to let this machine print these prints and continue on printing. We'll see what happens at the end of it. Okay, guys. Update, guys. We're doing some more work. Now that we got some pieces made, the mountain work. This is what we're looking at now. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on. These are just little these are anchors that sit right here. We're gonna tour around here and we're gonna do this. I started forming mountain work. This is the second tip on top right here. I'm gonna plaster cloth this next. So I've just took some spray foam and made these little plastic panels. Remember those markings I had on the table? Well, these are markings to make the next part. This is what is stabilized for our next deck. For our deck, and we have just a walkaway part. I just made some little markings right here. We're going to continue on building on here. I started forming some other stuff on here. This is the second deck that's going to sit right here. This is where our train continues to travel on. And we're going to start doing something about this. I started thinking about maybe, you know what? I got a big section right here. I got a big section right here. One of the main travel points in here. One of the main parts of the layout is going to be it's going to be a train yard. It's going to be a train work yard. We're going to continue cleaning this area up. This is just a train work yard. The train's going to be able to travel Our train should be able to travel on this track. I have it taped for a reason. I'm getting ready to go get some plaster cloth. And I'm going to plaster cloth all this blue painter's tape. And we're going to do some mounting work on this. And then I'm going to have the track. There's a reason why I have these anchors right here. My track will travel on this, so my train will travel like this. It's been set right. The engine can go on the track. The train can go through there if I have like on 30 track. I have on 30 cars. This is just I'm just saying this is just a car right here. This can travel on top of the track. The box cars can travel on top of the track. We can continue working on top, and we can work on this right here. I'm just going to let this all set. For this, I'm going to use some wood. For this, I'm going to use some more of this Pink Panther foam. And so on. I thought for the whole entire theme, I think I'm going to make it a winter layout. Well, not a winter layout, but maybe winter. And then for now, I just decided to do some sculpting right here. Give some more of my truck variety. I know there's some trouble right there for my train to come. My train is going to have this boring chipped wood right here. So I made like a little island that I'm going to put some trees on. Give it more of a train variety. Look at that way. When the train goes by, we can have some train layout. I'm going to get this right here, and I'm going to wait. This is just shaved. This is some shaved pencil shavings that I got in a bag, that some kind of shavings or something like that I got in a bag from this lady who gave me a bunch of train stuff. She gave me some train stuff and a lot of these bags had these strange things. They had these little containers right here. I think these are what you put in your train. I think this is more of a bridge thing you put up top. I have no idea what this is right here. But I thought it was a pretty nifty little piece to have. I got a couple more. I built a little road right here so I can just so I can paint this. I'm gonna paint this road right here and have like some little toy trucks right there. Look like they're coming to the. Looks like they're coming. It's a one-way road. Two-way road right here. That way it can have one layout this way and the other one goes this way. And my train should be able to continue parking on and going down the track. And then we're still working on the Pine Ridge right now. I'm going to give that one a little break till I get the material I need to get there. But I got some better material. I got some. Went to my local PetSmart, and I picked up some fish gravel. Some gravel that you pick up for fish material. I thought I'd make nice balance instead of cat litter. Just gives them. I know that may not be the. Just nice fish gravel. I can just continue working on the train. Got a truck that can travel here. I'll paint this I'll paint this off an old train road. And so, I'll just let this tile dry. This wood right here dry. And continue drying on so I can continue working on it. But that's what we're doing right now. Next I can do some plaster cloth. I'll be doing plaster cloth on this pretty soon. So give me a little bit more and I'll have some more plaster cloth on, guys.